Chapter 1, Measurements. Introduction. Physics is a basic discipline in the category of natural sciences, which also includes other disciplines like chemistry and biology. Explanation. Need for measurements. Experiments and measurements form the basics of physics. Hence, there is a definite need for measurements in physics. To measure and study phenomena in physics, we have to perform experiments. Based on the observation of physical phenomena, we develop various laws and theories needs measurements of physical quantities. Unit for measurements. Any physical quantity can be measured and expressed in terms of a number and unit. For example, if we say that the length of a rod is 5 meters, it means that its length is 5 times as large as a certain standard length called meter unit. The reference standard used for the measurement of physical quantity is called a unit. Systems of units. Units are classified into two groups, fundamental units and derived units. A set of fundamental and derived units is called a system of units. Following are some examples of system of units used in which the base units of length, mass and time were as follows. 1. CGS means centimeter, gram, second system. 2. MKS means meter, kilogram, second system. 3. FPS means foot, pound, second system. SI units. The international system of units called SI units consists of 7 fundamental units, 2 supplementary units and large number of derived units. The SI system has now replaced all other system of units and has greatly simplified exchange of scientific data between different parts of the world. Fundamental and derived units. Fundamental quantities. The physical quantities which do not depend on any other physical quantities or their measurements are known as fundamental quantities. Fundamental units. The units used to measure fundamental quantities are derived quantities and derived units. Physical quantities other than fundamental quantities which depend on one or more fundamental quantities for their measurements are called derived quantities. Example, force, density, speed, etc. The units of derived quantities which depend on fundamental units of their measurements are called derived units. Some conventions to be followed while writing SI units are given below. Method for measurement of time. A solar day is the interval from one noon to the next noon. Average of length of a solar day over a year is considered as a mean solar day. We now use an atomic standard of time which is based on the periodic vibrations produced in a cesium atom. This is the basis of the cesium clock, sometimes called